Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Patience once again, and I decided to come at you guys with a little update. In this one, I just wanted to explain a little bit more about my music production program. So I've been studying a little bit into that. I already have a few tunes kind of labeled down, thumbnailed as it were, and ready to be worked through. I can't wait to start on those to max them out. So that's going pretty darn smooth. I'm unable to, well, I have not been working on a new Boom Room theme yet. For those of you out there that knows, that is the goal, to create a new opening track. Because the theme that I do have playing at the moment was just an intro, as it were, something for just a promo. And also, I want to create themes for my gaming station. So, as you know, there's like a lot of games out there that have copyrights on them, music wise. So sometimes what I like to do is go into the settings and change a lot of the settings over, so no music dubbed over my games as I play through my games. So for this, I want to create music for that, not just for myself, but for the general public as well. Because I know it can be a hindrance, and sometimes you might want to have a dynamic or somewhat unique tune that not everyone is using at that current time. And so that's what I do aim to create, guys. So I want to create music that's both paid for and free on the public market. Also, I've been trying to work a lot more on my topology. This is something that's very important for my characters, guys. So I've been taught, I'm going through a little teaching on that notion at the moment. I'm having quite a lot of fun there as well, guys. As you know, I want to get into 3D character design. And I have already created 3D characters. I've created Jade, my character Sauna, and also Flake. And I had a lot of fun doing those, but those ones I did model my darn self. But now I want to get into putting a little bit more effort into my characters, guys. So it'll be a lot more sculpting. As you can see, if you go onto my YouTube page, you'll see that I've got a lot of sculpted characters down on there already, which I did have a lot of fun creating. As stated, the trickiest one would have been Sauna, because she's supposed to be like a heavy set chick, and she's got, you know, the voluptuous body there, and the hindy. So I'm trying to sculpt that. No, I'm trying to um, um, create that was pretty tricky, modeling my way through, and trying to ensure that all the vertexes or vertices were all connected in the right places, so as to make the booty smooth. I didn't find that easy. I didn't find that easy at all. But it was something I was able to accomplish. And once applying the certain tools needed to ensure that that looked as real as possible, I think I did a good job. Now, next, what I want to do, guys, is add a little bit more physics to it, just to make it seem a little bit more lifelike, which is something that I truly do want to see more in games. Because yes, I do love playing as male characters in games, but I do love seeing females in games as well, guys. Like sometimes I play with female characters because it just seems a bit more, I don't know, like the players more weak than the actual game. Not to discriminate in any way, but just because, well, in the times when I was growing up, male species were the ones that usually dominated the battleground. If you go back to the early 90s and watch those movies, majority of the people on set were men. And so nowadays you'll probably see like a lot more females on the battleground. Um, so I base my style of art on the prior, whereas now I'm kind of modern when talking about games. I do like to play a little bit more with the feminine side of things. Reason being is because I prefer the little female look and feeling like I'm a weaker vessel, as it were, to the game. So and I like the little perk of the walk, and tackling life as in a fashion that I probably wouldn't do so as a nude, because you know how things can be. But anyway, um, so putting a little bit more physics onto characters is something I would most certainly love to see a little bit more of. Um, what I mean by that is a little bit more like jiggly parts, because I noticed they never really do that. I mean, I don't mind if the main character is thin, and maybe even shapely, but I wouldn't mind seeing like filling characters, like NPCs and stuff of different variations, walking around with fatter hips or looking more slobby than others, because that to me feels a little bit like discrimination. In games, we're usually playing as big muscular men or little slender, very pretty men. Um, but you never really play as like a very unfit, fat guy. So having that variation between health and weight and even height, size, are things that I would like to see more of. So it's not exactly the direction that I'm trying to go with my own art. But if my art itself can indicate that, that is something that I would love to kind of implement, just so as to post a course onto that notion. Also, that's why my music. This is the point of my music, is be able to dump over games as well, guys. So I don't know how I'm gonna go about it yet. If I'll create my own website, I know I do have to create my own website, so that I can publish my work in a much more better and easier fashion. I don't always like using the general media, such as YouTube, as great as YouTube is, because it does help me to publish and get my name out there and reach out to a lot of views. But also, I want to have my own stand and my own ground, which is something that I'm really into. I don't really want to use another website as such to create my website. I would like to kind of create literally my own website and put it into the domain, the huge, vast domain of the World Wide Web. So, anyway, guys, it's your boy Patience. I hope you like what you see. Leave your thumbs, your likes, and your comments down below. And if you have any queries,
Hard work, your boy, hard work. He puts